We the People is a year-long program celebrating the 250-year history of the United States. This one is a fun one for me to read in as an alumni. Tonight, KWQC's Keiko Patich tells the story and celebration of Augustana College's 150th anniversary and how it came to call Rock Island home along the mighty Mississippi.
Augustana College's story dates back to 1860, but it took a burnt-down location in Chicago and a 12-year stay in Paxton, Illinois, before they would lay their permanent roots in Rock Island.
And they realized they had to move someplace a little bit larger, more vital and vibrant, and so they sent a young professor out to scout for locations, and thank heavens he found this spot right here.
A spot that was quickly becoming a hot spot for industry and development.
They thought that this was a booming town. It really was, because remember, by that time, the first railroad bridge across the Mississippi was right here between Rock Island and Davenport. There was a lot of business, industry, commerce. John Deere was booming. Frederick Weyerhaeuser and Weyerhaeuser Lumber was booming. We had this Rock Island arsenal, and we had the river.
At the time, the college was initially intended to train pastors, teachers, and religious musicians for Swedish and Lutheran communities around the upper Midwest. But college leaders say they realized they would need to expand.
And over time they realized, well, these immigrants that are coming over, they need to become leaders in their communities in the United States. So we started teaching more things like science, language, literature, philosophy, as well as religion, and all these kinds of things.
But it wasn't until around 1900 when Augustana doubled down on calling America home, which meant changing instruction from Swedish to English.
So this is growing very rapidly. The college is growing, always a little bit separate though, until about 1900, when the leadership of the college said, this is our hometown. We need to be doing more with our hometown.
The growth and opportunities just kept coming, helping Augie soar to a top 100 liberal arts school in the nation.
Our students have great opportunities for internships with global enterprises, but also with not-for-profits, Boys and Girls Club of the Quad Cities, Girl Scouts of the Mississippi Valley, and they can get involved in these institutions and organizations in a really meaningful way.
But while so much has changed, their roots in music hasn't, with one of the most revered symphony orchestras in the United States of America.
Augustana Band is 151 years old. It was founded back in 1874 before we even moved here, and it's still around today. So it's one of the oldest instrumental ensembles in the United States and by far and away the oldest musical organization in the Quad Cities.
This past weekend, the Augustana Symphonic Band played a concert at Rock Island's Schwiebert Park, signifying their commitment to the community of Rock Island.
Proud to call Rock Island home, and a lot of us are very proud to say that this was Augustana's best move.
Well, among the college's success, Augustana leaders say they have 2 Nobel Prize winners who are alumni, and about 20% of the college's enrollment comes from outside the United States of America, the great melting pot that we are. We'll